In a humid Charleston courtroom, a 56-year-old black widow, mocked as uneducated by a smug, young prosecutor, stands accused of trespassing on her own land. With quiet dignity, she unveils deeds from 1866, proving her family's claim, silencing the room and winning her case. As the prosecutor crumbles and reform whispers grow, will Ruth's victory reshape justice or fade? Watch a tale of courage against bias unfold, leaving us wondering what's next. The Charleston, South Carolina courthouse stood weathered under a humid September sun. Its white columns chipped, the courtroom within a hum of creaking pews and ceiling fans slicing through the thick air. Sunlight streamed through tall, streaked windows, casting golden patches across the gallery. Locals in faded jackets, reporters scribbling, a clerk adjusting her glasses. At the bench sat Judge Harold Grayson, 68, stern, gray robe stiff, his green eyes sharp, gavel resting beside a worn ledger. Ruth Maynard sat at the defendant's table, 56, petite, her dark skin lined with years, gray hair pinned neatly, black dress simple, green eyes steady, hands folded, charged with trespassing on a disputed plot off Meeting Street, her voice soft. "Not guilty, Your Honor." Gallery murmuring, "Poor woman." Clerk noting, "State v. Maynard." Prosecutor Evan Pierce stood 28, lean, blonde hair slicked, white suit crisp, blue eyes glinting, voice sharp, dripping scorn. "Mrs. Maynard, trespassing lot 142, meeting claims. It's hers." Gallery shifting, a smirk curling. "Really, Ruth, 56, widow. No, schooling, thinks she owns prime land." Gallery gasping. "He didn't." Mechanic. "That's low. Ruth, it's mine, family land." Voice calm, Pierce. "Yours, sure. An uneducated woman wandering where she don't belong." Defense. David Brooks, 3-5, steady. Brown suit, rose. Objection, harassment irrelevant. Grayson, thud. Sustained, Pierce, facts. Pierce grinning. Facts lot 142, owned, city records clear. Ruth caught inside fence. No deed, no proof. Gallery. "He's twisting." Red scarf. "She's no liar." Ruth. "I got proof, sir." Voice firm, Pierce. "Proof. Ha, jury, loves a good story. Ignorant widow, dreaming big." Brooks. "Objection, prejudice." Grayson. Sustained, Pierce. Evidence. Pierce. Evidence deputy, found her. Inside fence, August 12th, no, permission, simple. Gallery. "She belongs. Floral blouse. He's cruel." Pierce. Simple, uneducated, trespasser, guilty. No excuses. Ruth. "I ain't ignorant, land's mine." Voice rising, gallery. "She's truth." Pierce. Truth or delusion, jury decides. The room pulsed. Pierce's mockery, biting. Ruth's calm, unyielding, gallery. "Justice, Ruth." Red scarf. "He's wrong." A thread, unspooling, slow. The Charleston, South Carolina courtroom quivered with tension as Evan Pierce's sneer. Truth or delusion. Hung in the humid air, his white suit crisp, gallery murmuring, "Justice, Ruth." Red scarf. "He's wrong." Ceiling fans whirring, Judge Harold Grayson's gavel poised, thud. "Mrs. Maynard, your defense." Green eyes stern. Ruth Maynard stood 56, petite, black dress swaying, gray hair neat, green eyes steady, hands clasping, gallery. "She's truth." Floral blouse. "Listen, her." Ruth's voice, soft, firm. "Your Honor, I ain't ignorant, land's mine, family, land." Gallery. "Yes, yes." Mechanic. "She knows." Pierce smirking. "No, schooling, claims." Ruth. "Schooling, no. But history, yes, I speak truth." Gallery. "Truth lives." Red scarf. "He's fool." Mason she reached, purse, old leather, pulled, papers, yellowed, folded. "Here, proof, land, mine." Gallery gasping. "What's that?" Floral blouse. "She's Got something. Ruth. Deed. 1866. Great-granddaddy. Isaac Ellis Friedman. Bought lot. 142 Meeting Street. 2 Acres County. Stamp. Gallery. Deed real. Mechanic. Old papers. She handed. David Brooks, brown suit. Show judge. Brooks. Your Honor, historical. Deed. 1866. Isaac Ellis, Ruth's ancestor. Gallery. History hers. Red scarf. She's strong. Grayson. Let me see. Thud. Papers rustling. Gallery. Proof. Yes. Ruth. Isaac. Worked. Land built. Home passed. Down. My grandma, my mama. Me, John, my husband. Died. 2018. Cancer. I kept it. Voice steady. Gallery. Poor woman. Floral blouse. She's truth. Pierce. Objection. Old paper. No. Chain. Title city. Owns. Ruth. Chain. Here. Next page. 1890, 1925, 1955. Stamps. Names. Ellis family. Mine. Berichisha. She's got it. Mechanic. He's done. Grayson. Eyes scanning. Dates. Align. County. Seals. Consistent. Pierce. Forgery. Possible. Uneducated. Woman. Ruth. Ain't forged. Kept in Bible John's grandma gave me. Safe. 100 years. Gallery. Bible proof. Red scarf. She's smart. Brooks. Your Honor, city records. Ignore. 1866. Deed. Ruth. Owns lot 142. Ruth. August 12. I went check. Land fence. New locked. My key didn't fit. I climbed. See my granddaddy's stone still there. Gallery. Her stone. Floral blouse. She belongs. Pierce. Climbed. Trespass. Clear. Ruth. My land. No trespass. I prove. Voice rising. Gallery. Prove. Yes. Mechanic. Carter's. Wrong. Silence. Falling. Courtroom. Still. A thread unspooling. Strong. The Charleston, South Carolina. Courtroom bristled with a stunned hush as Ruth Maynard's voice. My land. No trespass. I prove. Settled like a stone. Her yellow deeds. 1866. Isaac Ellis. Spread before Judge Harold Grayson. Gallery. Whispering. She's truth. Red scarf. Prove. Yes. Ceiling fans whirring. Humid air. Thick. Ruth. 56. Black dress. Green eyes firm. Gallery. She's strong. Floral blouse. He's done. Pierce's smirk. Fading. White suit creasing. Evan Pierce rose. 28. Lean. Blonde hair slick. Blue eyes glinting. Voice sharp. Sneer returning. Well, Your Honor, quite. A tale. Ruth spins. Gallery. He's mocking. Mechanic. Shut up. Pierce pacing. Polished shoes clicking. 1866. Deed. Bible story touching sure, but facts lot. 142. Meeting Street. City owns. 2023. Records clear. Gallery. He's twisting. Red scarf. She's got proof. He turned gallery. These papers. Old yellow cute history. Lesson but chain title. Broken no. Proof. Links. 1866 to now. Gallery. Lies. He's caught. Floral blouse. Look. Dates. Pierce. Dates. Yes. 1890, 1925, 1955. Stamps. Fancy. But gaps. Where's 2000, 2010? City took over. Ruth. Ain't took family. Kept. Voice steady. Pierce. Kept sure. Uneducated widow claims land with no schooling. Gallery. He's cruel. Mechanic. She's smart. David Brooks. Objection. Harassment irrelevant. Grayson thud. Sustained. Pierce. Evidence. Pierce grinning. Evidence deputy caught her. August 12. Inside fence city property. No permission. Gallery. Her land. Floral blouse. He's blind. Pierce. Her land. Ha. Jury. Loves. A. Sob story ignorant. Woman dreaming big. Ruth. Ain't ignorant. Know my history. Gallery. Yes, Ruth. Red scarf. He's fool. The Pierce. History. No. Law. City records 2023 deed valid. Her. Papers relics. Not legal. Gallery. Relics. Ha. Mechanic. He's scared. Pierce. Scared. No. Facts. Yes. She. Climbed. Fence. Trespass. Plain. Simple. The Charleston, South Carolina. Courtroom crackled with unrest as Evan Pierce's rebuttal. Trespass. Plain. Simple. Landed with a sneer. His white suit stark against the gallery's rising murmur. Ruth Maynard's deeds, 1866, yellowed. Spread before Judge Harold Grayson. Ceiling fans whirring. Humid air buzzing. Gallery erupting. Red scarf, he's lying. Floral blouse. She's got proof. Locals in faded jackets. Shifting. Creaking pews. Ruth's truth. Mechanic. He's scared, look. A woman in a green shawl stood. That boy mocking her shame. Gallery. Shame, shame. Red scarf. Her. Land family. His lies. A retiree gray cap. I knew. Ellis folks lands hers 100 years. Gallery. Yes, yes. Floral blouse. He's fool Ruth's smart. Pierce's smirk. Faltering. Gallery. Prove it, liar. Mechanic. He's done, city. Wrong. Murmurs swelling. Justice Ruth. Red scarf. She's strong. Shut him up. A reporter. Curly hair. Scribbling. Gallery. Wild Ruth's deeds. Gallery. He mocked wrong woman. Floral blouse. Her. Bible truth beats him. A farmer. Plaid shirt. Pierce. Arrogant boy lands hers. Gallery. Ellis land Ruth's. Mechanic. He's sinking fast. The room pulsed. Gallery's roar. A tide lifting. Ruth high. David Brooks rose. 45. Brown suit. Voice steady. Cutting. Your Honor, prosecution's rebuttal. Mockery not. Facts. Gallery. Yes, David. Red scarf. Tell him. Brooks. Mrs. Maynard. Presented deed. 1866. Isaac Ellis. County stamp. Chain title. 1890. 1925. 1955. Legal. Ellis family. Land. Gallery. Legal, yes. Floral blouse. He's right, Pierce. Gaps. Unproven. Brooks. Gaps. No. City records. Ignore. 1866. Deed valid. Ruth. Climbed. Fence. Her land. No. Trespass. Gallery. Her land. Mechanic. Pierce lost. Brooks. August 12. Deputy. Report Ruth. Inside. Fence. Checking. Stone. Ellis marker still there. Gallery. Stone. Hers. Red scarf. Family. Proof. Pierce. City owns. 2023. Brooks. City claims. 2023 deed lacks. Origin. 1866 precedes. Ruth's documents unbroken. Ellis line. Gallery. Unbroken. Yes. Floral blouse. He's smart too. Brooks. Prosecution. Mocks. Uneducated. Ruth's. Knowledge. History. Beats his arrogance. Gallery. Beat him. Mechanic. She's wise. Grayson. Order. Brooks. Rap. Brooks. Your Honor, Ruth owns lot 142. No. Trespass. Charges false. Dismiss. The Gallery. Dismiss. Yes. Red scarf. Justice. Ruth. A thread. Tightening. Strong. The Charleston, South Carolina. Courtroom pulsed with the gallery's roar. Red scarf. Justice. Ruth. Floral blouse. She wins. As Ruth Maynard steady. Ain't sob truth. Landed firm. Her green eyes bright. Black dress unwavering. Gallery. She's truth. Floral blouse. She wins. Ceiling fans whirring. Humid air crackling. David Brooks. Dismiss. A hammer blow. Evan Pierce's white suit. Creasing. Blonde hair. Must blue eyes. Darting. Gallery. Pierce wrong. Mechanic. He's done. Pierce leapt. 28. Lean. Voice sharp. Straining. Your Honor, wait. This ain't over. Gallery. Shut up. Red scarf. You lost. He snatched. Briefcase thud. Papers spilling. City. Evidence here. Gallery. Lies again. Floral blouse. He's desperate. Pierce. 2023. Deed City Records Survey. Lot 142. Meeting Street Legal Transfer. Buster. Gallery. Legal. Ha, mechanic. He's grasping. He paced, polished shoes squeaking. Ruth's 1866 paper relic. No, bearing modern law. City took eminent domain 1980s public use. Gallery. Eminent what? Red scarf. He's twisting. Pierce. Records show lot abandoned, taxes unpaid, 1995-2005, city claimed. Ruth. Ain't unpaid family kept taxes? Voice calm, gallery. She knows. Floral blouse. He's wrong. Pierce kept, sure, no, proof. Post 1955, gaps gaping her. Story, fantasy. Gallery. Fantasy, ha. Mechanic, she proved it. He waved. Survey. Here, 2023 city survey, fence built, legal, Ruth climbed, trespass. Gallery. Her land. Red scarf. He's blind. David Brooks. Objection, speculation, city, claim, disputed. Grayson, thud. Sustained Pierce, evidence not, talk. Pierce. Evidence, deputy report, August 12, Ruth inside fence. No, key, no, permission. When gallery. Her key. Didn't fit. Floral blouse. New fence, wrong. Pierce, no, key, no, claim jury, sees trespass, not tears. Gallery. Tears, truth. Mechanic. He's sinking fast. Ruth. Key old fence changed, I climbed my land. Gallery. Her land, yes. Red scarf. He can't win. Grayson. Order Pierce rap. Pierce. Your Honor city owns Ruth, guilty law, clear. Gallery. Law unfair. Floral blouse. She's right. A thread fraying fast. The Charleston, South Carolina jury room hummed with tension under the September heat. A cramped space, faded green walls, single bulb flickering. A scarred table, 12 chairs creaking. Humid air stale. Ruth Maynard's fate teetering. Gallery's roar. Justice, Ruth. Red scarf. She's truth. A distant echo. Judge Harold Grayson's thud. Jury decides. Still ringing. Clock ticking. 30 minutes. Foreman. Sarah Tate, 42. Blue blouse. Voice firm. Let's vote. Trespass, Ruth. Guilty not? Juror 1. Gray beard. Henry, 65. Gruff. Guilty laws. Law. Inside fence. No permission. Hands folded. Eyes hard. Juror 2. Pink scarf. Lila, 50. Soft. Not guilty. She owns. Land. Deeds real. Voice trembling. Gallery. Her. Land. A whisper, Henry. Deeds. Old. City owns. 2023. Pierce. Right. Lila. Pierce. Mocked her. Uneducated. Wrong. Juror 3. Striped tie. Mark, 35. Steady. Not guilty. 1866 deed. Stamps. Chain. Title. Ruth's. Truth. Henry. Chain gaps. 1980s. City took. Mark. Gaps. No. City. Ignored Ellis. Land. Gallery. Prove. Yes. A hum. Juror 4. Flannel. Jane, 45. I say not. Guilty. She climbed her. Land. No trespass. Henry. Fence. City's law. Clear. Table creaked. Juror 5. Glasses. Tom. 55. Pierce. Smirked. Ignorant. Ruth. Smart. Deeds beat him. Gallery. She's wise. A shadow. Henry. Smart. No. Excuse trespass. Fact. Tom. Fact, yes. Intent, no. She checked stone. Jane. Stone. Ellis. Hers. Fence. New. Lila. Her. Key didn't. Fit. City. Changed. Gallery. Her land. A chant. Clock ticked. 20 minutes. Sarah. Vote hands. Guilty. Henry 2. More. 3. Hands. Not guilty. Lila. Mark. Jane. Tom. 4. Hands. Split. Gallery. Truth lives. A hope. Henry. Law stands. Fence. City. 2023. Mark. Law. Wrong. Here. Ruth owns. 1866. City stole. Tom. Pierce. Mocked. Race. Age. Jury. Sees. Juror 6. Curly hair. Ellen. 30. Not guilty. Deeds real. Pierce. Twisted. Gallery. He's done. A murmur. Lila. She, 56, widow. Kept history, strong. Henry, strong, no, proof, taxes, unpaid. Jane, taxes, paid deeds show, city lied. Mark, eminent domain 1980s Pierce, grasped, no, record. Gallery, justice, Ruth. A pulse. 10 minutes, Sarah. Vote 2, guilty. Henry, 1, other. Not guilty. 7, hands. Lila, she's not guilty, Pierce. Wrong. Henry, law, not tears. Tom, law, human. Here, Ruth, human. Clock 5, gallery. She wins. A dream. Deliberation, a thread, nodding, tight, thing. The Charleston, South Carolina, courtroom brimmed with a taut stillness. As the bailiffs call, jury's back. Faded, Ruth Maynard stepping in, 56, petite. Black dress steady, gray hair neat, green eyes firm. David Brooks beside, brown suit calm, gallery buzzing. Locals in faded jackets. Reporters poised. Red scarf, Justice Ruth. Floral blouse. She wins. Ceiling fans whirring. Humid air thick. Evan Pierce. White suit. Creased. Blue eyes darting. Gallery. Pierce, wrong! Mechanic, he's done. Judge Harold Grayson took the bench, 68, gray robe stiff, green eyes sharp, gavel poised, thud. Order, court resumes. Gallery hushing, gallery. Truth lives. Red scarf. She's strong. Grayson. Jury, deliberated, evidence heard, court rules. Pierce, tense. Your Honor, city records. Gallery. Shut up. Floral blouse. He lost. Grayson, thud. Silence, Pierce, sit. He leaned, ledger open. Mrs. Maynard, charged. Trespassing, lot 142. Meeting Street, August 12, presented. Deed, 1866. Isaac, Ellis County, stamp, chain, title, 1890, 1925, 1955. Gallery, her, land, mechanic, proof, yes. Grayson, city, claims 2023, deed, eminent domain, 1980s, survey, fence, legal. Gallery, city, lied. Red scarf, she, proved. Grayson, court, examined, 1866, deed stamps, valid, chain, title, consistent, Ellis, family, ownership, unbroken. Gallery, unbroken, yes. Floral blouse, he's right. Pierce, gaps, unproven. Grayson, gaps, no. City records, omit. 1866, deed, 2023 claim, lacks origin. Gallery, Ruth, wins. Mechanic, Pierce, done. Grayson, deputy, report, Ruth, inside, fence, checking, stone, Ellis, marker, present. He paused, eyes piercing. Prosecution, argues, trespass, city property, defense, argues, ownership, no, trespass. Gallery, no trespass, red scarf, her land. Grayson, court, finds, 1866, deed, proceeds, city, claim, Ruth Maynard, legal owner lot, 142. Gallery, yes, yes. Floral blouse, justice lives. Pierce, objection, city law. Grayson, thud. Overruled, evidence clear, sit. Grayson, ruling, charges, trespassing, dismissed. Ruth Maynard, not. Guilty lot, 142, hers. Thud, gallery erupting. Ruth, red scarf, she's free. Ruth, breath sharp, my land. Eyes wet, gallery, bless her. Mechanic, Pierce lost. Grayson, court, notes. Mrs. Maynard's, courage, evidence, compelling. Case closed. Pierce, jaw tight. Appeal, this. Gallery, appeal, ha. Floral blouse. He's shamed. Grayson, file, motion, court, done. Thud, gallery, truth wins. Red scarf, Ruth, strong. A tide, rising high. The Charleston, South Carolina. Courtroom echoed with the gallery's triumphant roar. Red scarf, she's free! As Judge Harold Grayson's gavel struck, thud, case closed. Cease. Ruth Maynard's victory. Not guilty. Ringing clear, gallery. Truth wins. Floral blouse. He's shamed. Ceiling fans whirring. Humid air lifting. Evan Pierce stood. 28. White suit crumpled. Blonde hair mussed. Blue eyes wild. Gallery. Pierce lost. Mechanic. He mocked. Wrong woman. A tide crashing hard. Pierce's jaw clenched, hands fumbling. Briefcase. Thud. Paper scattering. Appeal. This. Voice sharp, cracking. Gallery. Appeal. Ha. Red scarf. You done, boy. Grayson. File motion. Court. Done. Thud. Gallery. Get out. Floral blouse. He's nothing now. His smirk gone. They ruin me. Mutter weak. Gallery. Lies caught. Mechanic. Run, coward. He grabbed survey 2023 crumpling. City owns. He turned. Courtroom blurring. Gallery surging. Shame, shame. Green shawl. Mocked her, lost. Pierce. I followed law. Gallery. Law, wrong. Red scarf. You mocked. Truth. His shoes, scuffing. Marble floor. Uneducated. Widow beat me. Breath ragged. Gallery. Ruth strong. Floral blouse. He's sinking. He bolted. Double doors banging. Hall echoing. Gallery. He flees. Outside. Charleston dusk. Humid breeze. Cars humming. Pierce's suit. Soaked. Tie loose. They'll pay. Mutter lost. He darted. Alley. Shadows thick. Gallery. Pierce done. Mechanic. He thought he'd win. Phone buzzed. D.A. Pierce meeting now. Voice cold. Click. No, no. Mean eyes darting. Job gone. He sank. Brick wall. Rough gallery. Justice Ruth. Red scarf. He's out. Street. Protesters. Ruth's land. End bias. Placards waving. TV vans. Charleston ruling shocks. Pierce. They twist it. Gallery. Truth lives. Floral blouse. She shamed him. A thread. Snapping fast. The Charleston, South Carolina, courthouse steps buzzed under a humid September dusk. Ruth Maynard's not guilty ruling. Charges dismissed. Still ringing as the gallery spilled out. Locals in faded jackets, reporters swarming, red scarf. Justice Ruth. Floral blouse. Truth wins. Air thick. Ruth, 56, black dress, green eyes bright, stood. David Brooks beside. Brown suit steady. Gallery. She's strong. Mechanic. Pierce. Lost. Evan Pierce. White suit crumpled. Fled. Gallery. He's done. A tide lifting high. Outside, TV vans, cameras rolling. Charleston. Verdict. Widow freed. Reporter. Ruth. Maynard, 56, black, trespass, lot, 142. Meeting street, not guilty, prosecutor mocked. Gallery. Pierce, wrong. Red scarf. He shamed her. Protesters, placards, Ruth's land. End bias now. Voices. Pierce out. Floral blouse. She showed us. Streets, alive. Outrage, brewing, fast. Next day, Charleston. Protesters swelled. No justice, no peace. Placards. Reform system. Pierce resign. CNN. Charleston case sparks. Outrage. At Red Scarf. Ruth hero she proved. Truth. Mechanic. Pierce's smirk TV everywhere. Sick. Social media. Trending. Justice for Ruth. Posts 56. Widow mocked land hers. Pierce. Arrogant out. Gallery. She wins. Ripple spreading wide. Columbia. Newsroom anchor. Charleston. Ruling Ruth. Maynard exposes. Bias prosecutor Evan Pierce mocked. Uneducated. Jury rejected. Clips. Pierce. Ignorant widow. Ruth. Lands mine. Gallery. Truth lives. Anchor. Calls reform. Grow. State watching. Protesters. Reform now. Floral blouse. Pierce shamed us. Red scarf. Ruth changed things. Charleston. Pierce's office. 28. Blinds shut. White suit, creased, TV. Probe, Pierce, conduct. Phone buzzing. Resign, Pierce. Email. DA, review. They ruin me. Mutter weak, gallery. He mocked wrong woman. Mechanic. He's out. Protesters. Pierce gone. A fall, complete, yet unsettled. Ruth, home, small porch. Meeting Street, lot 142 near. Stood deeds, 1866 safe. Isaac, John, hours. Gallery. Justice Ruth. A hum. TV. Reform talks begin. Protesters. System change. A thread unfurling, slow. 6 months after the verdict, Ruth Maynard stood on the edge of lot 142, Meeting Street, Charleston, South Carolina, under a gentle March dusk. The air cool. 56. Petite, black dress, swapped for a gray sweater. Gray hair loose, green eyes tracing. Wildflowers sprouting. Land hers. Judge Harold Grayson's ruling, not guilty. A shield. Gallery. Justice Ruth. Red scarf. Truth wins. Still echoing TV. Reform talks grow. Protesters. Ruth's land. A ripple stretching far. She knelt, hands brushing. Isaac Stone, 1866, etched deep. You held it, great-granddaddy. Whisper soft, John, husband, gone. 2018. Hours, still. Gallery. She's strong. Floral blouse. She wins. Charleston streets, placards, end bias. CNN. Ruth, Maynard. Case sparks change. Protesters. Reform, now. A porch nearby. Small, hers. Lot 142, home. They see me. Eyes bright, wildflowers blooming, hope, a thread unfurling slow. Across town. Evan Pierce's apartment, 28. Blinds shut. White suit, tossed, TV muted. Pierce resigns, probe deepens. Blonde hair, unkempt. Blue eyes, dull. Phone silent. DA dismissed. A whisper. They twist me. Gallery. Pierce, lost. Mechanic. He mocked wrong woman. Protesters. Pierce out. Job gone. Ruth ignorant. Widow. Mutter fading. Charleston dusk. Placards. Justice for Ruth. CNN. Bias exposed. A fall. Complete. Could he rise? Fade. Plot. Columbia State House. Lawmakers Maynard. Case systemic flaws. TV. Reform. Bill proposed. Protesters. Ruth showed us. Red scarf. She changed things. Gallery. Truth. Lives. Charleston. Streets alive. Placards. End bias. Floral blouse. Pierce. Shamed. Nation. Ruth. 56. Widow. Land. Mine. World. Seas. Lot 142. Wildflowers. Stone. A legacy. Growing. Would it hold? Shift. Break. Ruth stood. Isaac. John. Hours. TV. Reform. Talks. DC. Protesters. System change. Gallery. Justice Ruth. A hum. Pierce. Mocked me. Truth won. Charleston. Changed. Protesters. Reform. Now. Red scarf. Ruth strong. A neighbor. Ruth, you, hero. She. No, just kept mine. Eyes bright. Reflection. A thread stretching. Wide. Pierce. Apartment. TV. DC. Watches. Eyes narrowing. They'll pay. A whisper. New start somewhere. Gallery. Pierce done. Mechanic. He's out. Protesters. Ruth wins. A shadow. Could he twist? Vanish. Fight Charleston. Watching. Dusk. Deep. Ruth. Lot 142. Lord. Truth held. TV. Reform. Grows. Protesters. Justice lives. Gallery. Ruth. A tide rising. Readers linger. Would Ruth rest, lead, Pierce, fall, rise, reform, hold, break, Charleston's dusk, open, unresolved. Thank you all for watching this video. Please comment and let me know what you think about this story. Please like and subscribe to watch more great content on my channel.